They believe in the modern materialistic cars, houses, money. Whereas the land, back on the land, it's not materialistic. It's been there since the beginning of time.
Leaves rustle on trees, a bustling breeze wafts by as a hawk's eye catches a prey. I bless it with a prayer of escape. So many layers of fate, so many slayers at the gates of heaven. I can taste the legends in the soundscape. I enter the ground gaping to underground places like the Temple of Kingu, but I'm an overground patron of the movement. My sentence is essential to the soothing of blue beings like moonbeams, chandrakalas with mantras maha, wounds gleaming with new meanings like the dunes gleanings. Each grain of sand is a quartz crystal.
I am the truth. This saying is one of immense humility, although it seems as one of immense pride. When Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, many who are dogmatic take it to other people of other religions and say, if you don't believe on him because he said he is the truth, you will have no life in you. But remember, Jesus said, I speak not of my own, but of what the Father tells me. See, Jesus wasn't speaking specifically about himself, but he was speaking of the God in him that is the truth. And the realization of the God in you, the divinity in you, is the truth, is the way and the life. And one who sees that clearly, not with intellectual knowledge, not with a passing thought, but as your own experience, can also say, I am the truth. A man living in the 9th century AD, a Persian Muslim that went by the name of Mansur. He is best known for his saying, I am the truth. And the people of the time in Persia thought he was claiming himself or his divinity. Many saw it as a claim to his divinity, while others interpreted it as an annihilation of his ego or his self, which allows God to speak through the individual. Is not this what we've seen in the image of Christ? He told people to forsake all, deny self, take up your cross. This is a symbol of the crucifixion. When you annihilate the self, all that remains is God. And so Mansur, during his time when he lived, was condemned by the religious order for saying this, similar to the way Christ was. And eventually Mansur was executed. On religious and political charges, the same way Christ was. Today, when a man truly is joined with the truth and sees his essence as none other than the essence of his source, he can say he is the truth, but today he will not be persecuted because we do not live in in that climate, in those times. One who says, I am the truth, is truly joined one with his source, because it is only the source that sets one free. As Christ said, the truth shall set you free. What does it set you free from? It sets you free from the suffering of the world, the fear of death. It shows your immortality. It brings about immense peace and joy in all situations. One who has truly found this can truly say, I am the truth. I want to read another quote from another Muslim saint, I believe, that lived around 13th century. And this is what he speaks of about saying, I am the truth. First, he's talking about God. He says, nothing exists except his face, both outwardly and inwardly. Nothing other than him has ever had being. And there is nothing that needs to pass away so that his face remains. There is nothing except his face. His veil is nothing other than his oneness, his singularity. That is why the person who has reached the essential truth is allowed to say, I am the truth, or glory to me. No one has truly reached God unless they see their attributes to be the attributes of God, and their essence to be the essence of God. Without their essence or their attributes ever entering into God or coming out of him. What does he mean? Without their essence or attributes ever entering into God. It's because when you think your essence or your attributes enter into God or come out of God, you still see two. You see God doing something out of you. But one who truly sees the truth only sees God. There is no other. But speech has it to where we have to say, it is the Father operating in me for one to understand. To bring one to the realization of God's being present, ready to be discovered as a hidden treasure in them. One who has truly found the essence of life, the kingdom of heaven, God, his glory. Call it what you will. Can truly say, I am the truth. I am the life. That which we essentially are is the life of all existence. Though we see it not, because we have been deluded or veiled by the sensual world. Come to know truth that sets you free from trying to defend a doctrine, that sets you free from the fear of death because you know this truth to be immortal. It's not a knowledge. It's not an intellectual knowledge that, okay, I've read the Quran, so now I'm going to heaven in immortality. It's a very present presence. It's a very present presence that is always here, that is no different from your being. This is the truth. Once discovered, one can claim, I am the truth, the way, and the life.